So, when we got back to the site, we jumped straight back in like we never left. The workbench legs, which are basically the posts that hold up the worktop and connect it to the base, were almost done. 5 out of 8. Close enough to smell victory. This time I kept cutting them by hand. I don't know, sometimes it just feels good to go old school. Also, yes, I'm working on top of one of the doors. That's not random. Since we hadn't fully sanded them yet, they officially became temporary workbenches. While I was busy sawing posts, my dad got organized to finish sanding both doors, so they'd be ready for sealing. At some point in the morning, we made a very important trip. Hardware stores. Plural. Basically, my version of an amusement park. I could wander those aisles for hours, looking at tools I absolutely don't need, but suddenly deeply want. We came back with a clear protective emulsion to seal the doors and protect them from UV light, plus some hardware for a sliding door mechanism. And yes, instead of buying a ready-made system like normal people, we're building our own. Back to the legs. Now I had 8 finished posts ready to attach to the base. And the base? Let's just say it had character. Nothing is ever perfectly straight when it had a previous life. So while my dad started rolling the first coat of sealant onto the doors, I wrestled the legs onto the base. Each time I attached one, I had to push and pull things into alignment. The plan was to properly level everything later once the base was inside the shed and fixed in its final position. Meanwhile, my dad had already finished the first coat and moved on to the second. He was in full painting mode. That was when I carried the workbench base into the shed and placed it where it's actually going to live. Next, I added the upper frame pieces that tie all the legs together and form the top of the structure. To attach them, I use a pocket hole jig, which basically lets you drive screws and angles so they're hidden. Once the whole carcass is done, I'll sand everything nicely. And then, it's drawer time.